And so glad you could join us here at Vision Cruise for the cruise show. Richard with you for the next 15 minutes or so, taking you away with 3 hand-picked cruise holidays. We're going to be discovering Vanuatu with P&O Cruises. We've got a great cruise exploring New Zealand with Princess Cruises, and we've got an exclusive holiday we've put together ourselves with Singapore and a Rome stay too. But if you want to get in touch with us here, it's very simple. All you have to do is give us a call on a toll-free number 1300 13 17 13. That's 1300 13 17 13. Now you can always email us. That's very simple and completely free of charge. studio@visioncruise.com.au if you want to get in touch with us on there. Now we're also on Facebook. You just have to look for Vision Cruise Oz on there. You can join in all the fun. And of course we're on Twitter as well. Just look for Vision Cruise AU. Don't forget to give us a like and give us a follow, and we can all get talking about cruise together too. We have some exclusive offers we put on our Facebook and social media pages, and you can always find out what's happening in the cruise world and your next cruise adventure by heading along to the website, which is visioncruise.com.au. It's as simple as that if you want to get in touch with us here at Vision Cruise. So let's get started with our first holiday we've got for you now, and we're going to be heading away with Princess Cruises on board the Sapphire Princess. Now this is it's a stay in Singapore. We've then got a 27-night cruise on board the Sapphire Princess, and then to end it all, we've got a 2-night stay lined up for you in Rome. Now here you can see what Princess Cruises is like. It's all about 5-star cruising when you are on board. So many different dining options as well with Princess Cruises. And the Sapphire Princess has the atrium, that's the piazza. When you step on board the ship there, you'll find the International Cafe, where you can have a bite to eat there if you want to do that. And you can enjoy a plethora of different restaurants and bars and all sorts of things all around the ship here. There are some speciality options if you want to visit those. Maybe you want to have surf and turf, have a lobster one evening, you can do that. There is the main restaurant, the buffet option. You can even dine in your stateroom one evening if you wanted to do that. And of course, there's no shortage of entertainment on board the Sapphire Princess, with deck games taking place throughout the daytime. There's an enrichment programme, and there is the main theatre, which will put on a different show every single night of your cruise holiday. And we're going to be on board here for 27 nights on board the Sapphire Princess. There's also the big screen on top deck, movies under the stars, and you've also got the spa as well for some relaxation and pampering. It's a 32-night holiday heading away on the 8th of March. We're going to start off by flying you out to Singapore. Now, this holiday is amazing. We're going to start off with your 2-night stay at the Grand Copthorne on a room-only basis in Singapore. We're then going to be joining the Sapphire Princess. We're going to cruise out from Singapore, and Phuket is our first port of call. You'll be drawn in by the beaches here, the crystalline waters as well. We're then going to be cruising you on to our next port of call. Here you can see we're in Colombo. Lots of things going on here. Relax on some of the world's finest beaches and explore the temples here, the halls and the palaces. We're then into Cochin. Here you've got St. Francis's Church, which really is a beautiful building to go and explore if you want to do that. We're then cruising you on to Dubai is our next port of call here, with all of its shopping you can do there. You've got the Mall of the Emirates as well. If you want to pick up a bargain, do head there. We're then going to be cruising you on to our next port of call, with all the bustling souks here and the markets with all the spices that you can smell. You can even eat some of them as well. We're then going to be cruising you on to our next port of call here. You've got the Roman Amphitheatre here, which is well worth exploring, and you've got the many museums and art galleries as well. We're then going to be cruising the Suez Canal. We're going through the transit here, taking you then with some beautiful sights that you'll see on to our next port of call, which is going to be Piraeus. Now this is the port where you could head to Athens for the day, maybe go and explore what Athens has to offer, go and see the Acropolis if you want to do that. We're then going to be cruising you on to Valletta in Malta. You've got Grandmaster's Palace here, is a great day out in itself to go and do that. We're then going to be cruising you on to Messina, is our next port of call here. Here you can go and see Taormina, maybe a vineyard, a winery when you're there as well. Cruising you up the coast then onto Naples on the stunning Amalfi Coast here. You can go and take a trip to Pompeii for the day if you want to do that. We're then going to be cruising on to Civitavecchia. This is where we're going to step off the Sapphire Princess after our 27 nights, and we've got a 2-night stay lined up for you in a hotel there in Rome as well. That's on a room-only basis, and then flying you back to Australia. 32 nights away, with prices starting from $4,999 per person. Let's have a look at those details once again. So this is an impressive 32-night holiday that we've got for you. We're going to start off by flying you from Australia on this one. Now, the flights we've got here, these are based on Sydney. We've also got your overseas transfers there all taken care of as well. If you want a different airport, give us a call and we can quote you separately. It's toll-free 1300 13 17 13. We're going to enjoy a 2-night stay in Singapore. We've also then got a 27-night cruise on board the Sapphire Princess for you lined up. And then after all that, we've got a 2-night stay for you in Rome at the Bailey's Hotel in Rome on a bed and breakfast basis there in Rome, where you can really experience what Rome has to offer. Maybe take a trip to the Colosseum, go and see the Trevi Fountain there as well. If you've got family over in Europe, it's a great way to go and see them, isn't it? And then we are going to be flying you back to Sydney on this particular price. As you can see your fares there for your inside your ocean view and your balcony. If you want to extend your stay further, give us a call and we can quote to you separately. It's toll-free 1300 13 17 13. We're going to be discovering Vanuatu now for our next cruise holiday. And this really is a lovely holiday that's heading away in March of next year. And if you want more information on this particular itinerary, by the way, you can always find full details of any of our itineraries on the website, which is visioncruise.com.au, which is really easy to navigate. But for this cruise, we're going to be on board the Pacific Explorer from P&O Cruises. And you can see here, all the different facilities here await you on board a P&O Cruises holiday. Now, the Pacific Explorer, wow, there is so much for you to do on board with 2 water slides, a water park, bowling, zip lining, rock climbing, and a huge range of bars, pubs, and live music venues all around the ship. Wow, the kids will love it too if they're cruising with you. Now, on board here, you can find some amazing dining with 12 different dining options for you to enjoy there. So there really will be something for everybody. That's all included in the price of your holiday. So we're going to discover Vanuatu here on the 11th of March for 10 nights. We're going to cruise out of Sydney and we're off to our first port of call, which is going to be Noumea. Now, there's lots of things to explore in Noumea. The beaches is just one of them, and the impressive marine life there as well. We're then cruising on to Mystery Island is our next port of call. Now, nobody lives on Mystery Island in itself, but it's great to go and try some of the great lobster there. We're then going to be cruising you on to our next destination here. And there's a great natural harbour. There's the water sports to try if you want to have a go at that or relax on a beach. We're then on to Lifu is our next port of call here. You've got the tropical forest that just makes you want to explore this port all day long, and you can do because we're there all day. We're on to the Isle of Pines, our next port of call here. You've got the bay, which is actually home to some really nice sea turtles, and you've got the colour of the water there, which is beautiful too. We're cruising you then back into Sydney after your 10 nights on board. Now, your twin inside starts from just $1,079 per person. Your twin ocean view is from $1,269 per person. Let's have a look at those details, because we have also got with this as well some quad shares too. If you want to get away as a group of 4, it's really handy to do that as well. And with this particular sailing as well, we are going to be including $185 per stateroom on board spends, and you can see the amounts there to get you on board those prices. I don't need that full amount today. Just an $85 deposit per person will secure your place on board the Pacific Explorer on the 11th of March next year for 10 nights with P&O Cruises there. So remember, that's just a deposit of $85 per person. You will get $185 on board credit per stateroom, and you can see all your twin prices there and all your quad share as well. If you want to get on board, give us a call now. It's a toll-free number 1300 13 17 13, or of course you can visit our website visioncruise.com.au to find out more details about the Pacific Explorer and this particular itinerary, or give our cruise experts a call. They're waiting to take your call on that number at the bottom of the screen. Let's get you away now with Princess Cruises, and we're going to be on board the Golden Princess now for a New Zealand cruise. Now, once again, we're giving you a flavour about what Princess Cruise is all about. This was the atrium I was telling you about earlier. There's the International Cafe where you can have a bite to eat for breakfast, a bite to eat mid-morning coffee, maybe a snack there if you want, lunchtime and into the afternoon and into the evening as well. Now, with Princess Cruises, we bring in some of the local cuisine to the areas that we're visiting as well. And when it comes to dining, everything is made fresh on board a Princess Cruises ship that particular day, which is great too. If you want to be pampered, the Lotus Spa will offer some great treatments there. They have the sanctuary areas on board Golden Princess as well, which are well worth exploring too. There are the gym areas if you want to burn off some of those calories that you may have picked up whilst indulging in some of the lovely cuisine on board there. And of course you can have the bars and lounges and the main theatre put on a different show every evening, and you've got the comfortable accommodation of your staterooms. So we've got the 13-night holiday lined up for you now on the 12th of February. We're going to cruise out of Melbourne. We're going to go Fiordland National Park scenic cruising there first, which really is good to be out on top deck there and see some of the sights like you can see there. We are then going to be into our first port of call, which is going to be Dunedin. You can see the magnificent Dunedin railway station here, or the Gothic-style church there, which is well worth seeing and great for photo opportunities. We're then on to our next port of call here. You can explore the stunning mountain and coastal scenery by road, rail, or thrilling jet boat as well. If you want to do an excursion, we can add those in for you. Give us a call and we'll quote you separately. On to Wellington as our next port of call. You can ride the historic cable car there. We're then going to cruise you on to Gisborne as our next port of call here. Now, the museum has exhibits, the local museum here on the history. You get to see the monuments there too as well. We're then on to Tauranga is our final port of call. Fine beaches, big game fishing, thermal springs and seaside resorts all on the coast there. Then we're back into Melbourne. This is heading away for 13 nights. Let's have a look at those details and I can run through them all with you once again. It's the 12th of February next year for 13 nights. We have got your options here for your insides, your ocean view, and we've even got the option as well if you want to enjoy a balcony. If you're going as a quad share, you've got your quad share prices there too, and you've got some onboard spending money. Now, if you choose to book an inside or an outside room, you'll get $185 per stateroom onboard spends, and if you choose to book the balcony, you get $285 per stateroom onboard spends. If you want to get on board, all you have to do is give us a call. It's a toll-free number, 1300 13 17 13. That's toll-free, 1300 13 17 13. Or do check out that website there, visioncruise.com.au, where we've got many more, literally hundreds of cruises on there right now. And if you want to package that up with flights or anything, or maybe have a cruise and stay holiday, our cruise experts here at Vision Cruise can sort that out for you. All you have to do is give us a call on the number there at the bottom of the screen. Well, sadly, time has come to an end once again for today. I'll be back very soon with more great deals from Vision Cruise. Bye-bye for now.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.